Good morning. Welcome, welcome. It is, will you guys open the shades a little bit? Just a little bit. Sorry, it is the most gorgeous, beautiful, perfect day. If you have ever wanted to come to Michigan, you need to come like end of May, June, before fish fly season. So you've got about 3 perfect weeks before the fish flies arrive. But it is like gorgeous out here. Thank you, Tracy. I feel like I can appreciate the sunshine now. So if you're joining us for the first time, I am Melissa McLeod here at the Wool and the Floss in Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan, and we are Creative Escape for all stitchers. And it's Unboxing Thursday, and I've got a little bit of everything, honestly. It's like, the one thing I don't have is we are currently in between trunk shows. So we do not have a trunk show in the building. Birds of a feather flew out yesterday, pardon the pun. We have 2 trunk shows coming, but I think they're not at all ready yet.
One is getting close. Yeah, so probably if you sign up for our emails, hopefully by this weekend or Monday.
Okay, early next week. I don't believe in putting pressure on anyone around here.
Thank you.
So early next week, if you're on our email list, you will get an announcement of not just 1, but 2 trunk shows. And we always love a good trunk show, especially in this current environment. So trunk shows are always 20% off, which is, something we all like to celebrate. And the other thing that's really great with our trunk shows right now is we have disabled our pre-order app. And the reason we've disabled it is that I'm sure you've heard Liz and I and Kelly and whoever else in the industry talking endlessly about the fact that things are just really backed up right now. There's a canvas shortage. There's so much demand. It's a classic supply and demand for those of you who have some economics background. So we took away the pre-order app. So anything you see on our website means that it is in the building when we get a trunk show. So that is very exciting. So I can only remember one of the trunk shows right now, and it's one of my all-time favorites. I can't remember the second one, but I remember it was something good too. But of course they're all good because we don't book anyone that we don't love. So we are excited about that. So nothing to show you trunk show wise here, but I've got some finishing right in front of me. So let's start off with a bang. This is here for Brenda. I believe this is an Angie Kirkland design from the Gingham Stitchery that possibly may not be available anymore. I can't remember if this is still available. I think this one still is.
Yeah.
So it's finished as a flat, and Brenda must have her own tray already. So we can sell you trays right off the floor. You don't even have to wait for them to be custom made. They have little feet on the bottom of them. Oh no,
Kaylee just did it so that.
Oh, I'm with the program now. Okay. I'm a little slow to the party sometimes. So we have acrylic trays you can buy. They have a little slide-in. These are made in Detroit, so USA made. I haven't double checked Brenda's. I think it's the same size. Oh, it's a little smaller. So your piece would be custom made. You would have the piece so you could have it just so it slides right in the bottom. So if you happen to be a tennis player, Kaylee put together this love combo, and we love it, pardon the pun. So that flat piece is stitched beautifully by Brenda. She's a fantastic stitcher. She is not local to us, but I've worked with her for a long time, and I feel like I know her. Hopefully someday she'll make it up to the shop, or I'll get down to her neck of the woods in Texas and see her. As a matter of fact, I am going to Texas tomorrow morning. I'm going to Round Top again with my friend Patty Hoffman from Stitch Stash. It's a trip I did with her last year and had a fantastic time. So we've got a couple things I'll be highlighting about that. Can I hand you this, my dear?
You can.
Thank you. And that's the thanks. But I feel like I was going somewhere else with that. Something about, Kaylee. Kaylee has left bright and early this morning. Sorry. That's why I'm not really with the program. She slept at our house last night and she got up at 5 a.m. So I was up at 5 a.m. and I didn't go to bed till midnight. So there we have it. But she's on her way to New Orleans. She got married in February, as most of you know, and then my son and future daughter-in-law are getting married September 19th. And so Alexis and Kaylee and Allie and all of Alexis's best buds are heading to New Orleans for today and tomorrow, and then they're going to Fairhope, Alabama. So they're going to do some fun partying in New Orleans and then move on to Fairhope, Alabama for some beach time and some golf time. And I only wish I was their age and had been invited. But if you have a tie to New Orleans, we do have this New Orleans piece that I have stitched. And I have the canvas in the building. I had so much fun stitching it, and I believe I stitched it in a weekend. I remember it just came together really, really quickly. So I have one canvas for New Orleans in stock and all the threads and my stitch guide. So if you're interested in this, let us know. Liz, I didn't talk about everyone who's here. I'm so sorry. Liz is moderating. Annie is back. Annie had some, I say minor surgery because I feel like if I say you had surgery, it's like something that was life-threatening. Not life-threatening, probably not all that minor, but minor in the terms of it is not a life-threatening injury. So she had wrist surgery, arm surgery, I don't know what we call it. But she is back, and we're gonna see how long she makes it today. I've told her if it's too much, she just set sail home. So they are here, Emily's here, Tracy's here, Kelly's here, Julie's here, Sabrina is here. Did I get everybody?
I think that's everyone.
I think I got everyone. So we got a full house. Okay, so on to more finishing. We got a few straps back from our belt finisher, and oh my God, I love a good stitch strap. This is here for Javine. I believe this is a Christine Kingston canvas, and it is gorgeous. Just a classic Greek key, classic blue and white. It matches our wall back here that Tracy did. It looks fantastic. Matches my outfit. So if Javine decides she doesn't want it, I will absolutely take it off her hands. So gorgeous blue leather on the back, fantastic hardware. I don't have this one in the building, but we can order that for you. I think Kelly pulled one of our favorites around here. This is the Polish pottery strap from Detroit Needleworks, and inspired obviously by Polish pottery, which is has a following here, especially in Detroit, because of our large Polish community. And yeah, so that's here and available. This piece, so fun. This is here. Should I take this with me?
Oh, you absolutely should.
Yay!
Yeah.
I was going to say, this piece is one of Christy Larson's designs, and I was about to say, and I will see her this weekend, which I will see her this weekend. So this could travel with me, but Christy actually stitched it. Not only did she stitch it, she finished stitching it while she was here at our retreat in March. Yeah, I got my time frame right. So this is the cherry strap, and it was just so perfect that she finished stitching it in Michigan, because Michigan is known for our cherries. Traverse City is the cherry capital of the world, and I love how some of the cherries are upside down, which means that they're always right side up, especially when it's going on your shoulders. It's so pretty. So we can order this for you. We probably honestly have some on order because we love this strap. Love the colors, love Christy, all the things.
She stitched it all in Planet Earth wool.
It is in
And it's
wool, so it'll be
vibrant.
super
Yeah.
sturdy, and yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. So I can maybe set that aside, or
Yeah.
tell Sabrina that I'm happy to take with me. So we don't have the cherry one in stock. What we do have in stock, though, has a very similar vibe if you're not into cherries, but you like the colors. This is from Zecca, 18 mesh. Kelly picked this out at Market, and Kelly and I both have a little obsession with Zecca, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. So this Zecca strap is here. I always have to forewarn anyone, Zecca things are beautifully, beautifully done, and they're extremely detailed and extremely well done, thought out, all the things. All that to say, this is not an inexpensive strap. This one happens to be $283. So just want to give you a heads up because it is a little bit more expensive. It's wider, it's longer.
It is my most
It's
used
18 mesh.
Needlepoint item.
And
By
Liz
far.
is saying it doesn't really matter how much it costs because the price per wearing, and that's what I was just talking to my kids about, like when I was helping them shop in high school and trying to teach them some like fiscal responsibility. I'm like, You know, the prom dress, don't pay much for it. You're only gonna wear it once. The jeans that you're gonna wear 3 times a week, like that's where we can splurge a little, like the price per wearing. So in terms of needlepoint, Liz is saying she uses her strap far more than a Christmas ornament, anything else. So, okay, this is here for Miriam, so beautiful. This is from Colors of Praise, I'm pretty sure.
It is.
Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah,
Thank you. I was going to say my fact checkers have left me.
Sorry.
10%.
I
So
didn't have a pen.
pretty. Oh, that's important because usually at some point I'll say, Liz, will you make a note for me?
I wanted you to
Yeah.
show this one too.
I'm
So
not very helpful
pretty.
when I don't have a pen.
So this is from Colors of Praise. We can order this for you. But again, these days, I tried to say this phrase last week, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush or something, whatever that phrase is. Sometimes it's better off if you see something and we show you what is kind of similar, like this teal 13 mesh strap, also from Colors of Praise. Having it these days is
Rebecca
great.
Stitching that. You might have seen it on social media.
Oh, Rebecca's stitching this
yeah,
too?
I kitted it for her in all pepper pot. We
Oh.
found some lovely colors. And,
Really pretty.
yeah.
Yeah, so point being these days, if we are always happy to take orders, and I did say we took the pre-order app off of our website. What you can do in place of seeing the, you know, pre-order button and we take your money and then we sit and we wait and we wait and we wait because some things are taking 6 months. We took the pre-order app off. We now have at the top menu bar across the banner is a button to say, place your pre-order here. And in that way, we are still asking you to fully obligate to that purchase, but we're not going to take your money until the canvas arrives in the building, because it still might be 2 weeks if the designer has it in stock. It might be 6 months if the designer doesn't have it in stock. So if you see something you like now, I used to say, don't worry, you can always get it later. These days I'm like, grab it now, grab it now. This is the, I think this is called Corners and Corners bag strap from Elizabeth Crane Swartz. So that is also really, really pretty. So I think that's the end of the bag strap train. I did get a number of books back in stock. So let's talk about some books. I am a big, big book lover. As a matter of fact, our friend Lauren, who is Sequin Lala, has a Substack that is very, I'm a subscriber as well.
Me too.
Is very informative. And she called me something like her fellow book junkie, something like that. And she is absolutely right. So I have 3 varieties of books right now. If you are someone who is interested in learning how to finish your own things, this is an age-old book from Sandy Higgins. Sorry, I forgot her last name for a minute. This book has been around forever. It is just super classic, how to finish. And I know there's lots of videos out there. There's lots of programs like the Finishing Fairy. There's lots of classes being offered in stores like we are offering. But some people like just to have a reference book. They're a little old-fashioned like me and they like a book. So this is here and it is $46. And it covers everything from stockings to ornaments to pillows, you know, all the different areas. So the next book that I want to present is one we've sold so many of these, it's insane. Stitch Beautifully is the perfect book for someone who was self-taught and may have missed some pertinent little details during their self-taught journey, if I can say it that way. So this is like best practices in needlepoint. Meredith is one of the grand dames of the needlepoint world for sure. And if you have been stitching forever and you think that you're going to learn all these great new stitches from this book, you're not. This book is really about the hardcore basics, like what she talks about how many stitches there are, tools of the trade, beginning and ending your threads, how to stitch as a lefty, how to use frames for comfort, control, and confidence. Just some real basics. There are some stitches in here, but they're kind of some basic stitches. But she talks a lot about just like best practices in needlepoint. So especially if you have someone you have taught in the last year or so to stitch, this would be a fantastic gift for them. So $52 for that book. And then if you are someone who's looking for a lot of interesting stitches, these Gone Stitching ladies have knocked it out of the park with these books. They have all been around for a little while, so if you have an extensive book library, you may already own these. None of these are brand new. They're just restocked in our shop. We haven't had them in a while. And Got Stitches is multi-layered stitches for needlepoint. So if you are interested in any of these, make sure to use the kind of subtitle, which this is multi-layered stitches. And what you'll find in here are different sections. She has double layered, triple layered, quadruple layered, treme stitches, trellis stitches, and then she even has stitched examples in here. So if we go to page 47, 48, she has them all laid out for you. So you get color pictures, which you don't get very often. A lot of them are stitched in like variety of colors, but that's really so you can see what it would like all the parts of the stitches. Many times you would do these in three varieties of the same color. So this book is $40 and it's about 55 pages long. The second book in their series is Size Matters. And what I love about this book is it teaches a really basic premise in needlepoint, is that you have to pick the right size stitch for the right area on your canvas. So she goes over straight stitches, diagonal stitches, and crossed and twisted stitches. And in each area, she has stitches appropriate for a small area, a medium area, and a large area. So, and each stitch has like a little banner on it. So this is page 19. This is the hibiscus stitch, and they are recommending it for a large area. Look at this big love stitch, this heart stitch. How cute is that? There are a lot of stitches in here. Streamers. There's a lot of stitches in this book that you won't find anywhere else. The beginning does start out with, I think the first page I saw brick stitch over 2. So there are some basic stitches in here, but there's a lot of stitches you won't have seen other places. The third book in their series, they are all $40, by the way. They are all spiral bound, half size piece of paper. Size-wise. This is called Stitchapalooza. And again, she has got straight stitches, diagonal stitches, multi-layered stitches, borders and backgrounds, which is probably going to be my favorite section, embroidery and embellishment. So embroidery and embellishment has a little bit about beading in it, has a little bit about bullion knots, long and short, how to take embroidery stitches and apply them to needlepoint is really where we're going with that. Look at this border, this vine dancing border. How pretty is that? So again, and here's wine glass darning stitch. These are just really fun books. I can't remember which ones I own, and I need to check my personal library because I love them all. So I may need to add Stitch Palooza to my own. I don't think I have that one. So love all those books. If you are joining us for the first time and you see something you would like, just let us know in the comments. Please be very specific. Liz sees your comments about on a 15-second delay or so. So please be very specific so we make sure we send you what you want. If you are new to us, just send us a DM with your real life name, email address, mailing address, phone number, and then this afternoon you can give us a call with your payment information. Couple other smaller things that came back into stock, and I think I'm going to ask you if you are interested in a metallic pencil, please order this on the website today and we will combine it with today's order. It's really hard for us to like pull together a bunch of $3.25 items. So this is a metallic pencil. So what happens, it comes with a little pencil sharpener because many of us don't even have a pencil sharpener these days. And it's a silverish pencil. So if you are stitching something with a very dark background, and of course, am I looking for something around me with a dark background? Can't find anything right now, but if it with a black background, you will kind of pencil over it with the silver and suddenly you can see it. This does not have any negative effects on your stitching. I have learned this trick from some really, really experienced, respected people in the industry. So these are back in the building. So if you order these online, we will combine it with anything else you get today. The other thing that is back in the building are our lighted needle threaders. The beauty of this is it has a wire. I will pop it out. If I can do this carefully, I think I can. The wire, if you push down on this button, this little wire comes out, and there's also a little light. You guys can see the light. So you can more easily thread your needles. This wire will fit through most beading needles. Maybe not all, but I know it will fit through many beading needles. So that is worth a try if you struggle with threading needles, especially beading needles. Again, I can't guarantee it will fit through all beading needles. I know it fits through most of mine that I have at home. Okay, the other, I'll talk about these in a minute when I get there. Another accessory that is new to us in the building, speaking of self-finishing, is the lattice cord maker. I've had a hard time finding these. I finally have a number in the building. I've never used one. I don't know how to use one.
They're the best.
I know, Anne thinks like, how could I be this old and not have used a cording maker? The only time I've ever made cording is for my needlepoint, and you can make it by hand. You twist, 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 pencils, coffee cups, all the things, insanity. If you're going to make cording for finishing on an ornament, similar to my New Orleans one I was going to show you guys, this will help you immensely. Anne swears by it. I know the Finishing Fairy also swears by it. So these are in the building.
You
Okie
just
doke.
twist your hair. That's what it was made for originally.
Really?
Yes, to do your hair.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
80s
Yes.
That is hysterical.
Yeah.
Toy, and the toy one, there's a toy one too
Yeah.
for making bracelets and that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, we're all using it for our sophisticated needlepoint now. Who knew? I did mention that I was going to Round Top. So I've got two things I want to show you guys. I already said I was going to be seeing Christy Larson. So we did get a restock in of this gorgeous chrome Rachel Berry clutch. If you open it up, we've talked about these before. There is D-rings, there's a silver chain, there's a zipper pocket, there's 6 places for a credit card, and then the inside's about big enough for like your cell phone, your key fob, a lipstick. You're not fitting a whole lot in here, but it is so fantastic. And we were trying to come up with, last night we were walking round and around the shop trying to come up with the perfect thing for this. And Emily nailed it. And now she's like, yeah, I nailed it so much that I went home thinking about it, and now I want to stitch it for myself. So here is the chrome bag. And this is from Christy Larson, 13 mesh. And I said, well, wouldn't it be fun too if you put a big bold monogram, an M in the middle of this, using Chrissy Johnson's book. So engraving 13, or no, engraving 25, probably this bigger one, yes?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
the
Yeah,
engraving
yeah.
25,
you need
this
that.
big bold, put that initial right in the middle of there. So Emily then got so excited about the whole thought, she grabbed this Radiance for 13, because this is a 13 mesh project. And then she grabbed these. It started out with the metallic soie to say, which is the white with the silver sparkles in it, of course. And then she went all in on the swaz. And how beautiful would that be? We were kidding something the other day, and I think it was a purse strap. And Liz said to me, are you concerned about this on a purse strap? Here's true tales of what a needlepoint shop owner does. I had a really raggedy nail that has been breaking. And so I ran it over the swat to say, and it did not snag. So that was my test. I'm like, you know what? My nail that is kind of trashed right now did not trash the thread. So I think it's going to be just fine. And I say that because this thread has not been out long enough for any of us to have, you know, stitched something and used it for 2 years. That's not a thing yet, but I have confidence that it will be fine. So that was a fantastic combination by Emily, so good job. And then yesterday, the other discussion with me going to Round Top, Kelly said, well, what are you taking? And I started listing off the way too many projects that I'm taking. Because by the way, I went to this trip last year and I barely stitched because I did more talking, more sitting by the pool, more shopping, less stitching. So I'm hoping that I will get some things done. So Kelly said very wisely to me, well, I love what you're taking, but what you're taking is probably like too hard. Like you need to take a no-brainer project. So last night I looked on the wall next to me as I was setting up for unboxing, and
this cute little guy caught my attention. So I am taking this with me to Round Top, and I kitted it up really fast last night with, of course, one of my favorite scissors, because, you know, why can't I be bougie enough? If I'm going to Round Top, don't I need to be bougie enough to take matching scissors and a matching project bag, which luckily for me, I actually already owned, but we have more in stock if anyone wants to stitch along with me. This is all going inside my project bag, because again, if you're going on a fancy vacation, you need to take an easy but fancy project. So here's my canvas, my bag, my scissors, and then I decided that the background should be Bassouse. I've got 2 more of these canvases if anyone's interested. The background should be Bassouse, and I think because it's 13 mesh, it's gonna be, you're gonna use 2 ply, so I think I'm gonna need 2 of those. I'm going to put the snowflakes, there's little snowflakes in the background, so cute, in this white marshmallow from Radiance. And the topiary container will be a fireworks gold, which is kind of like finding gold when you have fireworks in the building, on the topiary container. Let's see if I can keep holding all of this. I don't know, we're gonna find out. And then of course the reindeer needs to be in velvet. So 2 velvets. And I'm running out of fingers, but I think I can do it. Last but not least, the tree in this really pretty Christmas green in Milan, and then the red details in that fantastic silk lame braid. So I think between my 2 plane rides, this will get done. Now, if anything else gets done in between, it'll be a miracle, because I do a lot more talking, sitting in the sun, actually not really sitting in the sun because it's going to be 90 degrees, sitting in the pool to stay cool, and it's hard to stitch in a pool. So yeah, so I'm super excited about my trip. A lot of my shop owner buddies will be there. Deb from Stitcher's Garden, Emily from Emily's Stitchery, Christy Larson will be there. I actually haven't seen the list. I think those are the industry people will be there, Patty, of course. And then, and Deb Adler. What is Deb's store name? Oh shoot, I'm forgetting her store name. I'm so sorry, Deb. Debbie Adler will be there. So anyway, we will, I'm sure I'll come back with lots of stories and fun times that were had. So what I should maybe take with me, except for they serve you drinks by the pool. Yeah, it's pretty bougie. But
That's exactly what everyone should have.
so good. We take over the entire place. It's called the Frenchie, and I think there's like 26 of us that go. And so we take over this whole like little tiny, like it's almost, it's like a fancy bed and breakfast, because we eat every meal there. Patty plans all the meals. The food was fantastic last year. I had a Cosmo every night. It was delicious. So these little koozies are fantastic. I have made these for a number of people. So I've restocked the colors Anna had in stock. So I have the espresso brown, navy blue, and black, and Bryn and Pat helped me kit them up last night. This is a 2x2 opening, and a lot of the canvases I'm gonna show you don't have a background. So, tools of the trade. We have our bag tag templates. So let's talk about these templates for a second. They have the tombstone shape. They look cloudy because there's masking on here. You can take the masking off or leave it on. There's a 2-inch circle. There is a diamond, so you can make all sorts of bag tags. There's a 4-leaf clover, and there is a heart. So last but not least, there is a 2x2 square. This is exactly the size of what fits in the opening on the can koozies. I put Diet Cokes in here, I put Bud Lights in here, and I'm sure it holds a lot of other things. So, Bryn and Pat picked out this cute beach ball, which fits perfectly in that 2-inch square, so cute, cute, cute. The other thing that Bryn came up with is we have a couple of these circles, and you'll see a sailing one too, but we have a golf one that is a circle. It's designed to go in a key fob, but it would be so easy to extend the yellow banner a little bit and the green and white stripes a little bit. edit to say golf. If you have maybe a golfing husband and you need a quick Father's Day gift, you've got time to pull that together. So that was for the espresso version. For the navy version, what did I do with the navy? Oh, haha, never mind. For the black version, this is the black, and Bryn pulled the marshmallow, which just fits perfectly inside that 2-inch square, so that would be darling in there. And then the Stitch Club version, which we love, this is from Amy Poor. You don't need the templates for this one because it is exactly 2 by 2, I think. No, I lie. Amy's is a little bit larger. It's 2.5 by 2.5, so you still could use your 2 by 2 and use your corrector set. We sell the corrector sets, which are a number 4 hard pencil, an artist eraser, and a Presto pen. The Presto pen kind of can white out any paint you want to change the colors of. So you would use the template to make that one a hair bit smaller. And then we have the navy blue one, and I have stitched the Detroit D, actually for Sabrina a couple years ago as a holiday gift for our floss set gift exchange. So if you've got ties to Detroit, that's really fun. And then again, there's a sail one, S-A-I-L, not S-A-L-E. And if you put this 2 by 2 square around, draw your square and extend your borders, you will be well suited for that to fit into the navy koozie. So if that one's still around, maybe I'll stitch that for my new son-in-law. Alex is a big sailor, and that would be a fun gift for him. See, something else I could take to Round Top with me. That'd be so easy. Okay, in other self-finishing, we did get a restock from my dear friend Amy Poor from Melissa Loves Needlepoint. And this, of course, is the Rachel Berry Poppin' Pouch. This is the large Poppin' Pouch. And we had been waiting for this from the painting service. It says random, it doesn't say stuff, it says S-H-I-T. Again, I always don't say these things out loud because a random preschooler could be listening, and I don't want to be the reason that they're dropping wrong words at preschool and mom and dad get in trouble. So this is back in the building and available, and we even have the Poppin' Pouch to store your random stuff in. I've got a few other things from Amy, so I'll wait and do that then, I think. Okay. Let's go back to a little bit of finishing. This is fantastic. So this is here for Patty. And you all have seen these treat buckets, ice buckets, whatever you want to call it. And Patty stitched this salted nut roll. And I don't think we can get this canvas anymore. But what I wanted to show you is she initially asked our finisher to do like a banner all around the middle. And the finisher was like, well, I could do that, but I think it's going to look better if I do a sleeve that goes around the entire inner canister. And look at how fantastic this looks. So we've really taken this up a notch. I do have more ice buckets in the building. They are $44. And normally we would send you the ice bucket, and many times we just do a patch, like the ornament that I'm stitching would be finished as a patch, and then we would send you some glue dots to put onto your ice bucket. But in this case, because we were doing the entire fabric sleeve around, we did need to have the ice bucket here to finish it. So that is a fantastic and creative finish. And you know, if you guys have a vision, you are always welcome to ask us. Sometimes we'll say to you, that's not going to work. Sometimes
Talked it out on the phone.
sometimes we'll say, you know what, let's talk about this. Let's see what we can make work. And it's a little bit of compromising on logistically what will work and what your vision is. So, you know, if you have some sort of crazy idea, you know, let us know. We'll see if we can make it happen. Okie doke. Let's dive into this bag a little bit more and see what we've got. Oh, these are so pretty. Some of our favorites. I have a bunch of Needlepoint stuff on order. We have none in the building right now. These happen to be for Emily's cousin Jessica. And I was here the day she dropped these off. And she has had us finish them differently than a lot of people do. They are finished flat with the easel back. And you see this little kickstand? So they're beautifully done. If you are someone who does your own finishing, that is the toy shop, of course. here is the church, and Jessica is, at least for the purpose of these, just a basket weave stitcher, and I love it. There's no reason you need to do any sort of fancy stitches unless you want to, because there's nothing more beautiful than basket weave. The right thread combination, so pretty. So I did just restock all of the kickstands. So the acrylic finishing stands comes as sets of 4. And these are the small stands. They're 2 inches tall. And you get 4 to a set, and they are $29. Are they all $29? That's so funny.
Yeah,
they are. Doesn't matter what size they are. So it must be the cost is in the creation of it, not the acrylic. The medium are 4 inches tall. The large are 6 inches tall. So these have been restocked. Acrylic stands are in the building. Just let us know if you want small, medium, or tall. And there we go. So these are for your cousin. There we go.
Amazing.
They're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then continuing the family finishing, this piece is actually for Emily to gift to her husband for Father's Day. So she stitched.
I'm gonna give it to him early because he has golf weekend this weekend. with his
Oh,
friends, so
well, you
he's
better
gonna wait-
remind
he's
him it's
gonna
for
use it.
Father's Day, so you don't have to pull something
Yeah.
up, something else out of the hat. So Best Dad by Par. This is from Atlantic Blue.
It's
Stitch Style.
Stitch Style.
Okay, they both have a similar one,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure which is which. So we can order this for you. We don't have it in the building right now. If you wanted to stitch something similarly, we do have the Patty Mann piece. Again, bird in the hand, and there's a lot of great detail. So Emily had our leather finisher create it as a buckled tag to put on his golf bag. So is he going away for golfing weekend?
Yeah, every year him and his friends from high school, and it's kind of expanded out, but it's their annual golf weekend. So they
And where
go
do they
up
go?
to. Oh shoot, where are they going? They were going to Garland for a while. They're going, I don't know.
Somewhere in northern Michigan.
They do
somewhere lovely.
Somewhere where they can be men and have fun. So whatever.
Very nice. Very nice.
What
Okay.
time are we coming over?
yeah,
Yeah,
one stitch
hey.
night.
Girl, what time? What time?
You can write your new friend Kate.
Yes.
Okay, this is here for Tiffany. Tiffany is a tennis player, I believe. And I can't remember. This is from Christine Kingston. Thank you, Sabrina, for giving me cheat notes. Absolutely fantastic. And look at the fun fabric on the back with the tennis rackets. Absolutely love it. So that's here for Tiffany, and will be sent off to her. This doesn't have a name. Is this yours, Annie?
Yes.
Okay, she loves to do that to me. I
The
panic.
Royal Queen.
Turtle. Oh, I'm sorry.
I panic because there's no names on it, but I think I see a
Yeah.
cat hair, so then I would know it was yours.
Oh, that wasn't nice.
You know what?
It is what it is.
I last night stopped on my way home and I bought 4 velvet raspberry chairs for my dining room. It's really for the mahjong room. But I told my husband it was for the dining room, which it is, because the dining room is now the mahjong room. And they are absolutely gorgeous. But and they look perfect. And I mean, they're in perfect shape. I got the deal of a century. But my dogs could not stop smelling them. So I think at one point they were in a cat house. But nobody else knows other than my dogs. So Annie stitched this. This is from,
Silver stick.
thank you. I was like, eh. And she loves her Wordle. So this is the needlepoint version. So we can order this for you. And look at the fun fabric she put on the back. And she used one of my very favorite stitches in the border. That woven stitch. I mean,
I had to modify that. You can't tell where I modified it, but
it's so cute.
Oh, cute.
I got it even in.
It looks
But
fantastic.
I did it like that. That goes in my 4-inch cube candy dish.
Perfect, which are just about to arrive here. I just reordered those.
And the bow, the knot holds over top. Holds over.
Perfect.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love it.
you don't
Smart,
even
smart,
see
smart.
it.
Okay. Next up, a couple more accessories that have been restocked. We finally have back in the building our wool and the floss bead cases. These are custom done for us, of course. And so I have 2 different items they use for beading, and it really just depends on the mood of the day. So we love our easy beaters, the round ones that magnetize to your canvas. But if I'm working at a table, this is, for me, a better choice because it doesn't weigh down my canvas. It is sticky on this side, magnetic here, so you can store all your beading needles here, and your beads go on here. Normally I would say one of my other favorite new things is our Great Divide that I get from Ann Moore, but we're sold out of them and I'm hoping to have them back in stock soon. And they divide it all up into little sections, which is kind of fun and keeps my little type A brain organized. So these are back in the building and glad to have them because we were out of them for a little while. We also have back in the building our DMC color cards. If you live in a Needlepoint desert, this is a really good way to say, be able to speak language with a remote shop and say, could you find me a silk lame braid that matches color 304, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not a big, huge fan of stitching with DMC. It's not a terrible thread by any means, but once you stitch with something else other than it, you find out that there's things that are just a little easier to stitch with. I have not seen these in probably 2 years. I almost fell over when I saw these silk and ivory color card. I know, can you even? Like, I want to see, they have real threads on them. I'm gonna unzip this bag. So, let me make sure I know what I'm doing with this. They are actually individual cards. So, it would be very easy if you're trying to figure out what color you needed. I'm so afraid I'm gonna dump these. You can lay your canvas right under here and see what exact color you want. So it's not, it's a stack of individual cards that make up the entire color card. So these are back. I don't know how long it will be before I possibly see them again. They are not inexpensive because these are all hand put together. So it is $120 for the luxury of knowing exactly what color you want. But if you're a silk and ivory fan, it is probably a good investment rather than ordering a color that then isn't quite right when you get it. It will pay for itself in the long run. Kind of like that price per wearing scenario I gave out earlier. Another little fun trinket back in the building are these Troop Needlepoint crests. They're all beaded. They have a little lobster clasp on them. Let's see if I can get this one open without completely trashing the price tag. I half trashed the price tag. That's okay. So this is the pink and green version. I think most of us that went to market have one we came home with. It's a big lobster clasp on here. So you could use this as a scissor fob if you're someone who can never find the scissors in the bottom of your bag. But I use it just as a bag tag for decoration on my tote bag. So this is the pink and green version. And then there's also kind of the more Gucci version, the red and green version.
I love it.
So yeah, we kind of have team green and team pink around here. I think we're about half and half, but I think almost all of us at market brought one home.
I think so. I like the font on the pink. I love the pink and
I
green.
like them both.
I just went,
I
I have
have the
a,
pink.
like, that dark green little puppy pouch, and that's what I have it on. It's a little
Well, this
bougie
is-
for my
this
little
is
puppy
much-
pouch, but I like it.
This is much more Liz and this is
Yeah.
much more Melissa. That's
Yeah.
just the way it rolls.
They're
So,
both really cute, though.
and I still think I have a couple of the bags in stock if you have been thinking about the large canvas totes that I showed off last week. I believe they are still in the building.
Do you wanna? I mean,
Well, now, sure.
more is more is more, but you know.
So Kaylee has decked out the store with them. So
my God.
tissue is on the front counter. So this is the single shield in pink and green with the bamboo handles. And then we have the multiple in red and green. I'm probably just, the red and green with the multiple shields and the bamboo handles. The ones with the bamboo handles are a little bit more expensive. Keep in mind, these are not inexpensive at all because they're all hand beaded. They're not as heavy, they're not as heavy as you would think they would be. And then the multiple shields with the canvas handles. So, I can't remember the exact prices and I'm not gonna ruin Kaylee's beautiful tissue job. They're online, so you can check them out there. And they're lovely. And I will say, like, they stand up all on their own. So that is really nice.
They're kind of heavy-duty bags in the best way.
Yes. Yes, yes. Other bag, let's talk about needle minders. So just started to pull these out, so we'll keep going with these needle minders. Got a restock from Accoutrements. This was a fan favorite at market. We are the granddaughters of the witches Oh gosh, I can't see. My eyes are so bad, you guys.
What?
We are the granddaughters of the witches. What's the last
That they
line
burned
say?
Or something like that.
I know,
The witches
sorry.
said they burned. So
Emily
It
can
says,
slide her glasses
"We are
off.
the granddaughters of the witches you couldn't burn."
You couldn't burn. Thank you.
Yes.
I am actually reading the most interesting book right now, and you guys are gonna say, "What's the name of it?" And
Is it
I'm
about
gonna say,
witches?
It's time traveling women. It's really good. And what is the name of it? Oh, you guys.
Just send it to us later.
Yeah, I'm
offense
gonna have to tell you later.
No offense to the people.
I've been
Melissa,
loving
text
it.
to me later.
I will. It's so good. So this is the witches saying back in the building. The Statue of Liberty, and my dear friend Amy is stitching the Pippin Rue Statue of Liberty currently, and it is so gorgeous. So the Statue of Liberty needle minder is back in the building. The Wool and the Floss.
Favorite.
Yes, we love this one. Nice,
Yes.
flat, big magnets on the back. If you're a winter lover, this cute little snowman is back in the building. He's got his top hat and his broom. He's so cute. We got a little something for everybody here. Proud Swiftie, restocked, and personal favorite, Beach Please. So that is also back in the building. So those are our restocked needle minders from Accoutrements. Then I also have some other bags that keep selling out as soon as I think I've ordered enough, and then they're gone. The bags from Casemate. So let's talk about these for a minute. Oh, this one looks so good with my outfit. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like
Oh my
literally
God.
the exact color.
Okay.
You like blue? Are you feeling blue?
Gee, I wonder what's going
So
around,
cute.
Tom.
Can you read my mind? I mean, by the pool, I wasn't gonna get another
It's
bag,
so
Liz.
good,
We know I
Melissa.
need a bag like a hole in my head. But
Correct.
this is, these bags from the bottom are 100% waterproof. Like there are pictures on their website of them like dunking the bottom of them in puddles, etc. They also have, which I think is really fun, these cute little pouches that come with. And so, but see, I would use this in a couple different ways. I would probably take this pouch off. This pouch could hold whatever you want. It's designed to hold your cell phone, and the vinyl in this little window is much thinner, so you can use your phone through that vinyl because it's thin enough that it still feels your fingers. And yes, I've tried it out, it works. Then this pouch was attached with, I call it a leash. There's got to be a better name for it than that. But this little leash, and if this were mine, I would attach a pair of scissors to it because it's plenty long. So we have the scissors from Victoria & Whitson, the candy pink and blue scissors would be really fun. You could clip that on there. And also the navy floral has a little light blue in it, and that could be clipped onto there, so you'd always be able to find your scissors in the bottom of your project bag. So I think that's really fun. So let us know if you would like the bag and or the scissors. Both of these scissors these are very inexpensive scissors, $12, $20. So we're not breaking the bank on those scissors. Then there is the navy blue with this twillies, which also kind of looks good with my outfit today. Tracy, you needed that on the wall.
Deb said tether.
Tether,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a
good
much
one.
better word. Much better word. I'm like,
So-
leash just sounds bad and
Our
all.
customers, Ani and her I don't know her granddaughter's name. They were in yesterday and they both left with Casemate bags with
Oh,
goodies. They were so
They're
cute.
so good. So they all come with the little pouch, so the phone pouch and the tether, thank you. And if you're a boater, maybe these little anchor scissors would be a fun combination for this bag. These are $18. Again, inexpensive scissors to just live with your bag. Then I kind of went rogue on the scissor thing on this one. If you maybe want to celebrate a patriotic mood, our friend Ann that works here, she does a lot of our receiving and our shipping. She's a big Ohio State fan. I think maybe the Alabama fans might also like this one, the red gingham with this little bit of eyelet ruffle, so cute. And even the phone pouch is red gingham. I mean, come on, so cute. And because this one's just a little over the top, I decided to pull the last pair of our red Golden Forge scissors. These are $83 scissors. They're made of one solid piece of steel in the mountains of Italy, and they are excellent. I have the pink ones, as I just mentioned earlier, and so this would be a really fun combination. So you could tether those nice expensive scissors to your bag. Phew, okay. Let's see what else we have in this bag of tricks. Ooh, these are fun. I haven't seen these in a while. So I have a set of these, it looks like, for a couple different people. So these are for my good friend Kathy B. So cute.
Oh my
These
God.
are from Paige at Blue Ridge Stitchery with a stitch guide. I believe they use these stitch guides, maybe not.
Well, the teddy, that's definitely our
No,
teddy.
I think Kathy did her own thing. So Kathy is a very, very talented stitcher, and this is Mrs. Claus. And wait for it, look at the bottom. The bottom is stitched with Mrs. Claus's little boots, or boot prints, I should say. And then here is Mr. Claus. And we don't have these in the building right now. We've had these a number of times. I'm happy to reorder these for you. And so cute. It looks like she did French basket weave on the trim, which is a row of French knots and then a row of 10 stitch. But the two of these together, did I show you the bottom with his boots? I mean, Paige even like made sure that hers looked like dainty lady boots and his looked like man's boots. I love it. So they are just the most darling set, and Kathy had us finish them as hanging ornaments. You could have them finished flat, but I think with hanging, then you get to appreciate the bottoms. So those are here for Kathy. And then for Deb, she did the same items, but she did, actually there's a Mrs. I think there's 3 sets of Mr. and Mrs. And she chose to do them all in basket weave, and they're fantastic, just in basket weave as well. Like, what a great design. So there's Mr. and Mrs. So don't ever, like I say, I have people come in here all the time, they're like, oh, I only stitch in basket weave, I only stitch in continental. That's never anything to apologize for, because look at how gorgeous these are. So Deb has 3 sets, so that was a labor of love for sure. Okay, I still have some canvases and a little bit of finishing. Let's poke back over here. Okay. Ooh, God, I always forget how heavy that thing is. Okay, couple restocks from Susan Roberts. This is the 3D flower shop. So keep in mind that these kind of go into 4 sides, and then this piece is the bottom. Like we were just looking at Santa's feet. This piece folds under and it works into like a 3 by 3 by 3.5 inch little house, and this is the roof. And this is the flower shop in winter, so it is all decked out for Christmas. And then the patriotic house, 'tis the season, right? Love this piece. The bunting is so sweet. And again, it turns into a 3D house. The bottom is just in white. A lot of people will practice maybe doing birthday plaid on the bottom or putting their initials on the bottom. I think this is large enough. I believe that if you have a Taylor Studio monogram, it would probably fit on here. You know, it depends on your letters and how wide yours are or narrow yours are, but that could work as well. Then restock from my painting service for Melissa Loves Needlepoint. So I know some people were waiting on their love pieces. I think, was Colleen able to get the last threads? Do we know?
Yep.
Okay, so the people were waiting on them. I think they've set
Oh,
sale already.
Yep.
Okay, they set sale last week. So now we have extra kits and extra canvases. So I did this rolled it out in February. So with the thought being that everyone could stitch a stripe a day. And there are 28 different stitches, I think, in this piece. And then I don't know if I can get any more of these hobnail vases. That's up for debate, but you learn so many stitches. As a matter of fact, Rebecca, who does our marketing, was adding a border to something, and she used one of the 28 stitches to build out her border. So she's like, I learned so much from that. So we have a couple kits still available. All the threads miraculously are here, and the beads. And there is QR code for the stitch guide, so those are here and in the building. If you didn't take the plunge previously, we've got you covered. Whips tags, we've been showing these off on and off for a year and a half, I think. This is a custom design to us. I'd say it was exclusive to us, but it's still exclusive to us because every time Paige orders it, she says, well, I have 20 on order. And then I say, I'll take all 20. So this is still exclusive to us. Liz stitched this up for 2 retreats ago, I think. It's hard to keep track of the years anymore, but there is a stitch guide available for this, and the canvas is back in the building, and this is Liz's version. We've also had some people who've done some fancy ribbon work, etc. as well. So choice is yours, of course. Oops, I forgot to do the rest of the Melissa Loves Needlepoint. Shame on me, haha. Okay, we're gonna go back to that. Bag tags restocked. The cute little fall turkey is back in the building. There are 7 of these. This is the Darling Bunny back in the building. Bag tags are all the rage, and Amy has done one for every season. So I think we have most of them in the building. The other piece that has been restocked is the bride and groom tux. This just came back in. As a matter of fact, would you do me a favor and make sure that we call Lisa today?
It's in the ring pile.
Okay, she needs it ASAP, and I forgot about that to talk to you about that this morning. So this has been super popular. We have a stitch that was available as a stitch please request on Instagram, so you can get the background stitch there in beautiful turquoise that we did, but you can change this up for whatever your bride and groom's colors are. Our Julie is actually stitching this. She told me last night this will be her 2nd project she's stitching, and she with the help of the gals here yesterday got out a Presto pen and got rid of the bow because she said it looks exactly like her daughter-in-law's wedding dress, but she didn't have the big bow, so they whited it out and away they go. So then Emily has already stitched her version of this key fob, which says snark proof, and it looks fantastic. I am also stitching this, but I decided to bead the letters. We're gonna see how that works out for me. That my goal right now is everything's done except for the lettering. I did a different background stitch than she did, but I do have that in the building. What did I do with the one that I said I found?
Oh, I left it on your desk.
Okay, and then this is the one that Kelly stitched, Late AF. And then I have one more that I had out here, and Emily didn't realize why I had it out here.
No, I
I
So
own this one.
this is on Liz's docket to stitch. It just has an F asterisk asterisk asterisk. So you can put it together. I'm not going to say it out loud. So I will give you a word of warning. If you are going to stitch this as an ornament, great. No problem, just stitch away. If you are going to stitch this, let me get a darker one so you can see it better. If you are going to stitch this and you want us to put the rivet in it with hanging chain, etc., do not stitch that circle. Stitch over that circle, or whatever your background stitch is, if it's basket weave, if it's whatever it is, because what happens, and I don't even know how our finisher, like, she must drink lots of wine before she does it, or afterwards, I'm not sure which, because she takes this like tool and punches a hole through the needlepoint. I would have a heart attack. So anyways, you don't want to stitch the circle because the exact size of her rivet and how it's painted aren't necessarily going to line up. So you will, if you want a rivet put in, just stitch over that circle. So and Emily did stitch hers. She pulled her threads for me. She used
share
this
my stitches.
gorgeous thread works. Actually, 2 thread works, a silk and a sparkle, and then the painter's shimmer for the white. So pretty. Did you do Van Dyke in your borders?
I think I did.
No,
No, I
you
did
didn't.
a treme, and then
Yeah.
I did alternating
So,
mosaic.
I have stitched this too, and Emily and I did 3 completely different things, which is 4 completely different things. So fun how you can just do a little bit different. So we'll have to do a compare and contrast
Yeah.
when I get mine done. We'll see if my beading works out. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Well, you know what I'm worried about is the contrast. like, and whether it's gonna show up. So we'll see, we'll see. Okay, Liz talked about the holiday animals on Whips. Liz and Kelly did this week. So the kangaroo is still available, and I'm showing you these because we got one restock that wasn't here on Tuesday. And the fox, these two are still available, which if you were watching Tuesday, you saw. But the koalas got restocked, you guys. Are those the cutest little things you've ever seen?
When there's a baby.
So cute, so cute. Love the koalas. Also from KCN is, I believe this is new, Holly Jolly sign. So pretty. It's about 5 by 7, I think. Let's see. Everyone has me set up so nicely with a ruler. I can even talk intelligently. Yes, 5 by 7.5, I would say. Holly Jolly. This strawberry brick is so pretty. Oops, let's show it right side up, even though it really doesn't have a side. So the strawberries on pink. Love, love, love. Brick cover. You can always take a brick cover and turn it into a pillow by adding something in the corners. You can extend the pattern. You could put in a plaid. Some people put in letters. Different things can be done. That might not be the primary example of that. This piece I saw and I liked it, but then I don't even know how I figured this out. But look, people. If you fold it in half, how fantastic is it as a clutch? I love it. So, I mean, it's a graphic print, so then this part ends up upside down, but I'm okay with that. I just loved it as an idea of it as a fold over clutch. So that is also from KCN. We were able to restock our needlepoint print. I believe this is a 10 by 10. It might be 12 by 12. I will double check that in a second. 13 mesh, but you've got your spools of thread, your bobbins, your stork scissors, needle and thread, of course. I love the colorways. 13 mesh. And this is like 11.5 by 11.5. So that's the needlepoint print. And then from Thorne Alexander, her lioness is back in the building. Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. I think this is 14 by 14. It sure is. So, so gorgeous. Love her. And then this is the lucky symbols.
It's I think folklore is what it's called. It's just, I mean, look at the color.
So good. So this is 13 mesh as well. You've got swans, bees, moths, flowers, 4-leaf clovers, mushrooms, just fantastic combination, and that background is gorgeous. And it is also 14 by 14. And I'm going to set that to the side for a minute because it needs a tag. Its tag fell off.
I can do that.
And there was something else that was missing. This was missing a tag too.
Okay.
We moved around the whole store, and sometimes when we shuttle things around, like a tag gets stuck to the back of something else occasionally. So anyway, okay. Restock from the Gingham Stitchery. We love Maddie Sweet's little ghost series. These are all 4-inch rounds. So here is the ghost reading by the fireplace. Get a head start on your Halloween. Here is, I mean, this is so classic. The ghost trading their candy. I hope that the girl ghost is getting all the Smarties. That's what happened at my house. The dress up party.
Yes.
Thank you. So cute. And then picking pumpkins. Oh my God, the colors in this one are fantastic. So the ghosts are all back in the building, and then the game feathers insert. This would be so pretty in the self-finishing table, and I think this would be a great stash buster. You would probably want us to pull the background thread because it's a large area. I think it's 10 by 10 on 13 mesh. Double checking my work. Oh, I lied. It is 11.5 by 11.5. So you can easily make it 12 by 12. So that's the Game Birds pillow or tray insert or...
That's the backyard birds one. So it's got like
Oh, is it
cardinal.
backyard birds? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so
I'm
it's
glad
got like
Emily's
cardinal
correcting me.
and blue jay. I just think it's cool because it's like she has a game birds one, and then this
Okay.
is the backyard.
So ignore the game birds. I was completely wrong. Thankfully, like I said, I have to have my fact checkers nearby. This is the backyard birds feather.
I just love it.
There we go. Okay. From the Meredith collection, Happy Halloween. This is the bag tag series that is similar to the Bat Crazy one that Liz and Kelly did. And then this is brand new this year, the Cozy Season. How sweet is that? Love it, love it, love it. So this is the same situation that we talked about with the others. If you're going to have a grommet, I was calling it a rivet. Rivet was the wrong word. Grommet put in. A rivet is solid. A grommet has a hole. You will want to stitch over that circle so that the finisher who puts in the grommets can do a better job for you. So, a couple Lions things. The Detroit Lions were restocked. The Lions logo and the Lions Jeep. So if you want to get started on some fall stitching with some Lions Spirit.
Jeep could also be Penn State.
It's technically
It technically
supposed
is,
to
I
be
think.
Penn State. We just call it the Detroit Lions. It's 100% Penn State. A brand new Stitch and Angel for you IU fans. Being in Detroit, we have a lot of IU alumni, a lot of IU attendees. So the IU football angel, of course, they won the national championship. There we go. This is the Rosebud Angel. The Beer Angel, which I think is very appropriately in red, white, and blue as well. The Hula Angel. And then we have Betsy Ross, but we're waiting on Uncle Sam. So Betsy Ross is here. And the Ghost was newly restocked. Okay, I made an order with Melissa Shirley, and I was so excited because she had some really, really fun things in stock. Not as much as I would have wanted, but I think she has some fantastic artists. So the first one is a Debbie Mum. Then we have Mary Lake Thompson, and then we have something by Melissa herself. So from Debbie Mum, I thought this zebra was so sweet. This is on 18 mesh, so you've got lots of opportunities for great detail. And it is 8 by 8, and I think that could be really sweet in a child's room. I think it'd look really cute at my cottage. It doesn't necessarily have to be for a kid. If you love pigs like I do, I mean, this gal is so funny. She's called the Summer Pig. She is from Mary Lake Thompson, and she is full of attitude, all dressed up in her eyelet detailed scarf and her bow. I just love her. Just love, love, love her. She's 18 mesh, and let me tell you her size, and actually not a bad price. 7.5 by 10. Lots of detail, $156. So she is super fun. And then I love a good floral piece, and I love a good blue and white piece. So this one fit the bill in all the ways. This is an 8 by 8 square from Melissa. Blue and white teacup. So those florals in the teacup are really, really pretty.
That one matches your outfit.
It does match my outfit. You can tell my taste, right? Okay, the wrap bracelets from Ann Fisher via Stitch Style are back and available. This one is the snake, which is a little bit creepy, but fabulous in all the best ways. Kelly has stitched this one. Is hers back from the finisher?
I think so. Kelly's bracelet
I
is
feel
back.
like the answer is yes.
I think
so too. So we'll have to have,
she's worn it, yeah.
I think so too. We'll have to have Kelly show this off sometime soon.
Amy's is
Um,
back too, right? Didn't Amy's come in?
I think Amy and Kelly
That's why
stitched
I'm
them
muddying
together.
the waters. I've seen a couple of them.
And then here is the gold bit on navy. And then we also have the gold bit on green. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the wrap bracelets, what happens with these, and I'll see if I can kind of sort of show you, is these get wrapped around your wrist twice and double layered. So can you see how it's underneath there? That's how it's going to show on your wrist. And they're backed in leather with a snap, I believe.
Yep.
Yes,
Leather
you're
with a snap?
correct.
Okay. And they are absolutely gorgeous. So this again would be something that would get a lot of viewing and wearing. So from Bradley, thank you. I'm a little obsessed by nutcrackers lately, I'm not gonna lie. But look how cute these two guys are. So the nutcracker coaster, I believe they're 4x4. I think we still have the acrylic coasters in the building, don't we, Em?
We do. I'll be right back.
Okay, so we have acrylic coasters that these could slide right into, and how fun. You could do a set of 4 maybe, 2 green and 2 pink, but I'm gonna show them up close. There's the green guy up close, and there's the pink.
These coasters
Up
too,
close.
'cause there's like a lip on top.
They're so nice.
They're 41.
These coasters are 41. They have, they slide in, and there's a little lip on top, so any condensation is kind of trapped in the top. And then there's also the nice little grippy feet on the bottom, so they don't slide all the way around. And these are in the building too. And I think those nutcracker coasters would be so fun. Also got our order, I think unfortunately, these are from Market in the fall. So when I say things are running behind, these are things that I ordered in October of 2025, are just now arriving. So this is the Northern Lights oval, which we are able in Michigan to sometimes see the Northern Lights, especially up by my cottage. It is fantastic. This needs to have all sorts of sparkles for sure. And then these animals in Fair Isle, like,
They're like
I
cozy,
just
cozy pups.
can't even stand it. They're so cute. Let's see, 4 by 5. So here is the brown dog in the red, 4 by 5. There is, thank you. This is like a Frenchie
Yes.
in the orange. Look at, he's wearing a reindeer Fair Isle. I mean, it's too cute. This is like a terrier of some
Yes.
sort, in terrier in blue Fair Isle.
Aren't they cute? Like a
I
schnauzer.
mean,
you
I
go-
love it. And then I think we showed off the kitty cat last week. She came in earlier, so there's the kitty cat. So cute. And then a restock of the Michigan coaster. We ordered this for one of our local customers, and of course ordered extra. So of course we have the robin, the lighthouse, and the cherries. Well, really exciting thing happened at our lighthouse. So I have a cottage at the tip of the thumb. You know, we're in Michigan, so we always have to use our hand, tip of the thumb. And we have had the Port Austin Lighthouse has been there, I can't remember, since 18, whatever.
It's one of the oldest ones.
And the lighthouse light was lit last weekend for the first time since 1946 or something insane like that. So it was really fun. I just got goosebumps talking about it. It's to see this beacon of light and having it operate. And they were also going to be doing a radio broadcast, which I missed, from the lighthouse as well. So really, really fun. Michigan we are all about our lighthouses. I am also all about Scott Church pieces. I have the zebra. And these are, of course, are the elephants. I would love to stitch this for my mother. My mom loves elephants, but I better get busy if I'm gonna do that for her. But he is so handsome. 13 mesh, and 9 by 12. So that little baby elephant on the bottom. Apparently I have a thing for like the mamas and the babies, because we just showed those koalas. Okay, I've got some more finishing back here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what's in my bag of tricks. Ooh, this is here for Lindy. She has a gorgeous leather bookmark. And this is so pretty, from Elizabeth Crane Swartz. This is the Galentine bookmark. So it has her classic dots with the heart in the middle. I love that she added the black background, all those sparkles. If you ever have us finish a bookmark for you, we need to know if it's fabric backed or leathered back, and then we need to know whether the tassel is on the top or the bottom, because people like to have very distinct opinions about tassel top or tassel bottom. So I think
So pretty.
some of it's Stardust and some of it's Threadworks. That's my guess. Don't know.
Beautiful,
So,
Lindy.
yes. So we don't have the Galentine one in the building, but we do have, let's see if I can remember the names. Is this one Mimi? No, this one's Libby. This is Libby, which is the teals and the greens. And this one's Mimi, yes?
Yes.
Mimi's the watermelon-y colors, which I love.
This is paint.
So-
Some of this is painter shimmer.
Yeah.
Oh, Liz is looking at it more closely and seeing painter shiver, so she is
Wow.
on it. So Mimi and Libby, so those are here and available.
I want a leather bookmark, Lindy.
Now you're in a book club. You need a leather bookmark. One of my fellow Mahjong fans, Allison, we had these for a while.
Do we still have?
I don't know. Will you look on those pegs? I feel like we do too. So this is the Mahjong tiles finished into a key fob. Again, if we do a key fob for you, let us know if you want a lobster clasp or a key ring or both, and we can take care of that. Okay, well, Mahjong's all the rage. What can I say? This is here for Eliza. Eliza is local to us, and she is a tennis player, I'm presuming, or gifting this to a tennis player.
She's the queen of bad
So sweet. So I love this leather finish on it. The green leather is so good. I don't have this canvas in the building, but we could order that for you. But if you're a sports fan, we have the,
I love that. I know somebody that needs to stitch.
okay, there we go. We have the baseball one, and I love the elephant included on the baseball. So cute. And then we have a football one. So these are from Francis Abel, and they are fantastic. Then this is here for Bethany. Bethany has come to one of our, actually two of our retreats now. And this is her leather fob, and this is the Y pattern from Ann Fisher. And this is the pink version, but she really popped up the colors, and I love it. We have it available right now in orange, but keep in mind, many of these you can change up the colors on your own. Black and navy. So that's here for Bethany. And for Trisha, oh, she's a woman after Kelly and Liz's hearts. She has a martini key fob. How cute is that? With that hot pink leather. I love it. So good. So that's here for Trisha. This is in my stash. I need to get busy on this. I love this. This is here for Linda. And this is the Let's Hang, which was Spooktacular from 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know. I saw this at market and I instantly bought a bunch of them and said, Liz and Kelly, this is what you guys need to do for Spooktacular. We have an amazing project coming out for this year's Spooktacular, just saying. So can't tell you any more about that than that, but when I saw what we're working on, and it will be a brand new rollout exclusive to us, and it's so good. I think I ordered 100 of them. It is so good, you guys are gonna die. Anyways, Let's Hang is absolutely fantastic. We have a stitch guide for this, and this stitch guide is kind of a choose your own adventure. It kind of has what Liz did and what Kelly did, and then you can kind of pick which parts of it you're going to do. And like I said, in my personal stash, just haven't gotten to it yet. And then Linda also stitched the Detroit Lions helmet. I stitched this for my now son-in-law. And I took a little note from our customer Tracy, I think was the first one who did it maybe, who took the beige background and turned it into the football field. And Linda has ridden that train with me, and it looks fantastic. Okay, we have lots of Stitch It Angels in this bag of tricks. So let's see who's getting some. Oh, these are so sweet. I feel like I haven't seen these before. These are for Jordan. Jordan is an outstanding stitcher. She provided her own fabric. These could not be any cuter. This is the Stitch It with the turkey. And then, sorry, turkey dinner. Let's call it Stitch It Angel with the turkey dinner. And the Stitch It with the actual turkey.
Oh, did I steal these?
So
I
cute.
did. Sorry.
Yeah, haven't gotten those yet. You can steal these though. You can take that.
Okay.
So these are here for Jordan, provided her own fabric. So cute. On ornaments, etc. Feel free to send us like what I call quilting fabric. Lightweight cottons work.
If you're sending us fabric for a pillow, stand-ups, those need to be a little bit hardier. So you'll want something that's more like for pillows or draperies. Here for our dear friend Shar, our local legend, 2 matching Stitch It Angels that say Canvas Queen. How cute is that? Love them. And for Eliza, again, who is also local to us, a couple Christmas versions. Here is Santa in all his glory, so cute, and Buddy the Elf.
Oh my god.
And look at that button she found. I don't think she got that button here. We have some fun buttons. I don't think we have that one. It's a little rocking horse. So cute. So there is Buddy the Elf. And keep in mind, Stitch and Angels were kind of designed to be initially hanging with the wings behind them, like you will see with Wendy's. And Wendy is local to us. But they can be done as stand-ups like we've just seen, and they can be done with or without the wings. It's totally up to you. So there is Mrs. Claus, and here is Santa. I think we showed off Santa earlier. I think Santa is in the building unless someone snagged him up already. So sweet. And we do have a ribbon bar in the house, so if you are local to us, you can pick out your own ribbon. We have all sorts of different widths. It is fantastic for incorporating into pillow finishing. It is great, obviously, for the Stitch It Angels, detailing on trays, etc., etc. So if you're turning in finished locally, don't forget to check out our ribbon bar. And then the playing cards angel. Again, this is for Harriet, and she opted to not have wings put on it, so they work either way. It's a totally personal preference. The gals did pull a selection of Stitch It Angels, so let's see what we've got here. The red with the wreath. I love this girl. She's so pretty. The pink with the tree. This is the boy baseball angel. This is the jockey. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get myself in trouble here. Some of these don't have tags either. I don't know what happened to all our tags. Girl soccer player.
And it's England or UK.
Okay,
Soccer
thank
player.
you. This is from the World Cup. The peace angel. The white dress with the tree. The champagne angel, I think she is, yes. Noel angel. And the actress angel, which is styled after Annie Zigman, who is Ziggy Stitches, but appropriate for anyone that might be into the theater. So, okay, I think we did it. Anything I need to share with anybody you guys can think of? We good? Okay, give us a little bit, as always, to get our ducks in a row. We audit everything. That takes about an hour and a half. So give us a call later on if you have any questions. If you need price quotes, everything will be live on our website, presumably tonight. If you're really, really anxious for a price quote, send us a DM. If you need to call with your payment information, give us a call maybe after 1 o'clock or so. And I think that's it. So I hope it is sunny and beautiful where you are. Can't wait to share with you all my adventures in Round Top. And I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Take care. Bye.